All right, here we are. We are starting the journey home. And I will see you there in 20 minutes, and you're going to go potentially sandwich shopping. Or we can just...
Yeah, I'm going to go real quick because
Yeah.
I have to potentially leave your house at...
Oh, yeah. Well, we're missing out on our spa day.
Let's go do something.
Okay, good.
We played extra music.
I know. All right, I'm all geared up and ready to go, huh? I know. We need multiple days to get everything we want to do done. Swing. Swing, bada. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got 60%. We can go for days. All right, babe. See you soon. I don't know how you're gonna kiss me.
Kiss your helmet.
Yeah. All right, we'll do more interviews and playtime. Okay. All right, enjoy, and I'll see you in a little bit. I found my foot placement here. Foot placement is so key. You gotta get your toes locked in, and I like a little splay left and right there. I have the stock pedals, or the foot plates. Much rather calling them foot plates, but pedals does, that word comes out quite easily. And so, yeah, when I ride, I try to always bend my knees and then pivot onto one toe, and always have one foot pushing the heel into the foot plate and one foot pushing the toe. So you're kind of going alternating toe heel. And that, of course, is to reduce wobbles. Which at this point, I don't want to jinx myself, but I've kind of figured it out. You know, I have the muscle memory, and I can do it without wobbles. So, here's a runner, and then probably going into this park. But I wouldn't mind showing you this park. Let's go over here and check out this park real quick. This used to be I think it's considered still the reservoir. That's the Mountain Drive Reservoir. When I was a kid, it was a big reservoir pond with exposed water, and it was like gorgeous. It was that way for 20 plus years. Then when I was in my 20s, at some point, I did this park project. Oh, people. Dogs. Waving. Oh, I don't know that I'm going the right way now. I think I have left the park. So that they covered the reservoir exposed water up, and they put all the water in tanks, and then they buried the tanks. So this whole thing is like buried tanks. Oh, look at that. What's that? What's that little area? Is that just a dead end? Yeah. That looks like a fun spot. So this is why electric unicycles are the best, because in a moment I've adventured and explored that area. And if I want to avoid those people, I'll have to go through the park this way. Which again is totally fine on an electric unicycle. Jumping up onto the grass. I don't know if I can traverse all the way. I've not looked around this park too much. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. And that is there. If I go this way, popping through the rocks. Come over here, tree. I don't know where that path goes, but I know this one goes out. And that's where I'm headed. Shut. Yeah. This thing gets a little heavy as you hold it back there. Alright. That's why I'd like to design a 3D printed mount that would hold the camera on the wheel. But it's cool for now. Now we're doing traffic. We're doing Cathedral Oaks. Bumps in the road, cars on both sides, bicicletas on both sides. Let's see how the wheel's doing. Baby bam 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 bam. I don't want to smack my camera on anything, but I know a side shot is super nice. Yeah, so I'm thinking about creating a show, an electric unicycle show, and I've been working on it quite a bit. Like I might create a new channel just for it. And so this is all tests for that show, seeing my camera angles, my sound, you know, what it's like to do this. Alright. I can feel this camera is like a little bit changes my my balance just a little bit. It's cool though. Ba bow bow, 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 ba bow. See if I can time this where he's going, right when I'm going. Then it's like I stopped at the light. And by light, I mean sign. So the show concept that I have is called the Red Robot, and I'm going to tell you in full transparency. If you like the idea, send me $100 so that I can get into it. All right, I don't have a Patreon, but just send me a message and let me know, and I'll send. They'll give you a method to send $100 to me. But the show will be called the Red Robot Chronicles. And it will be consisting of a person that is utilizing an electric unicycle for their lives and the sort of near superhero experience that we have doing mundane things like food delivery and riding around town. But instead of being a review of a wheel and a commentary the way I'm doing now, it'll be a show where it's not focusing primarily on electric unicycles, but it's kind of like utilizing the electric unicycle as a character in the story. And then just build a good story around a person that utilizes it. And then I want it to be sort of a thin veneer of the YouTube content genre of what I'm creating now into a science fiction realm where we are actually creating a story, which is, I feel like, the vacancy of the content that we're all looking for in the community is kind of like the Knight Rider for EUCs or the Blade Runner with the, so like I have this Blade Runner cyberpunk vision for how the aesthetic of the show will be. And so like at night all the colors should be blown out and neon and tracing lights and stuff, and we could hire the actors right out of the YouTube community and create the basis of a franchise that involved the ability to have everything that you've seen in Ninja Turtles, in Power Rangers, in Transformers. So like the idea that I'm thinking of is the Red Robot Chronicles, wherein a normal person becomes a superhero, science fiction level, and their personal drama starts to become something more like what you would see in a comic book over time. And so we could hire all the best writers to be the stunt people, and we could hire great actors. Because we have masks and helmets, the actors can play the voice, the dialogue, and our community of racing UC racers could be the stunt people. So giving jobs to everybody that's racing right now. This is still tip of the iceberg when it comes to the community size of electric unicycles. But I think for a lot of people, electric unicycles isn't a goal. It's not an interest. And for some people, it's a fetish. It's like the future. It's a walking aid. It's something that we won't give up because it's so good. And so we know who we are. And so I'm excited to garner the support of the existing electric unicycle community. And like, I want to give Marty and Roger a shout out and call to see if they want to put their content creation geniuses into a team. And like, everybody that we see has been content creating since the pandemic. Their shows are getting a little exhausted. And so what I'm suggesting is that I'm the founder of Lucidity Festival in Santa Barbara, and we created music and art festival with a storyline. And now that we're not doing our festival anymore, our business went out. But what I want to do is find the next story to tell and big art project and community project. And so if you're interested in something like that, reach out to me, because I'm trying to amass a big community around this idea and not just keep it to myself, because it's going to take a big community. And I feel like our first episodes can be lightly funded, and I'd like to get some funding for like a comic book that would tell the story, a storyboard essentially. Oh boy. And shoot it. So like, there's so many locations and so many people and so many wheels that we can kind of create this. First of all, we would center our story around one person, the Red Robot. But as time goes on, we would start to introduce other electric unicycle riders. And in this science fiction universe, electric unicycles are available the way they are in our universe. But we're gonna magnify the use by our community, and we're gonna get into the superhero storyline, medium style. All right, so that was my ride home and my blathering. Please like and subscribe and send me $100 so I can keep doing this work. And thanks for joining me. See you next time. Hello, Boone. How you doing? Oh, yes, you licking it? Lick the camera. Hi there. That's my buddy. Okay. Oh, yeah, you need a run, too. Whew. Oh, that's my boy. Okay, we're going to run, too. Hi, Jack boy. Hi, Jack boy.
wanna go outside?